you would see. So, and I also have a backlight. Let's see, does it work? Doesn't help that much. Okay, let's get into the game. I looked a bit on the about the order of the DLCs, and apparently Foundation is recommended to be the first DLC, and AWE with the Alan Wake thingy to be the last, since you can play it anytime. Since it's not so related to the main game, but still. Okay, so let's go to Hotline Chamber. Hotline. Okay, let me put this. Oh, not again. Now we're talking. Yes, all good. We have a very cool outfit as well. Main room. Of course, we're fighting. Holy shit. Oh. Okay, how about we run? Well, well, that's one way of running. Oops. Let's see, is the dashboard working on? Yes, it is. Nice. No drop frames. No issues. Okay. So, yeah, we need to get to the hotline. Hotline chamber. Nope, not true here. Okay. Here we go. Yes. There we go. Talk to the board. Well, it's ringing.
Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline.
Crisis in Foundation. This house is in danger. Train maintenance. Okay.
Problem in the Foundation. That was Auti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
Okay, let's go. Central Executive. And there we go. Fast travel. Ventilation. Restricted area. Foundation. Yes. Oh. We're gonna have some content here. This area.
Quiet. Trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti.
I'd go there. Find the door. Door. See? I think we came from here though, but let's see. Yep, we came from there. Well, good luck finding the damn door here. Let's see. Oh.
So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it.
Ah, my. Okay. Let's see. Foundation. Ooh, a totally
No
new
time for
area.
sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency. Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
Oh. Nice. Yeah, we have some stuff to explore. Hello.
Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. Listen. Northmore.
Northmore.
Acting director in Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son, the supposed head of research. But you can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
The Foundation. Bottom of the oldest hell. Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How is she on the hotline? Unless she's dead. Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything. This guy way down here too.
Yeah, at least we're fighting known enemies. Yeah, that looks like death. Let's go. Huh? Okay, first of all, I want to get the shatter. And instead of pierce, I think charge might be more fun. Hotline Foundation. Okay, so without the levitate you cannot get here. But it makes sense because this DLC was unlocked through the end game. Ooh, okay, these guys are new. And tough. Melee, okay.
The Hiss are using pickaxes
Hiss
now.
sharpened. Okay, okay. First blast. Notes. Is sharpened. The agents display the power tiltarian ability to rapidly move short distances. This ability is unique in the fact that it's not associated with any known object of power. However, we should not discount the possibility that this ability is an object variation. For example, aberrant physical relocation could potentially be a variant of the jukebox's effect. Other explanation of the Hiss Sharpened ability include momentary time manipulation, brief increase in physical speed, in inhibiting the witness' sense of sight. If you do accept that the Hiss Sharpen's ability is not connected to a known object of power, then the Hiss are either manifesting unique supernatural abilities or there are objects in the house that we aren't aware of, most probably. Okay. Relocation order. Okay. 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 Stuff was quite tense for a while in here as well. As it is in the oldest house anyway. Okay, so we have a small pair of toxic dangerous geysers. Wow. I guess I have to go like that. Foundation accident. Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. Remember that rubber car, the fellow we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today he found the chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls and a strange black pillar in the center. Kinda looks like the one on the crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau member shadowing him, but whatever happened there did number on our guess. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we are careful to limit this guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. Dragging him and carrying him through the upper floor was a real hoot, by the way, but we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, would be better off forming a special division training rappelling and orienteering than subjecting more outside to the shit we deal with. They almost always end up dead or loony. There it is. Not that good either, but hey.
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this
Ooh.
happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
There we go. I don't know where you're shooting from, but I'll soon find
I
out.
wish I
Find
brought
out.
Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
Astral copy. When the astral plane now physically accessible, a torrent of new information has been collected on the entities known as astral copies. The copies' bodies are composed of a dense stone-like material that is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. Whether the astral copies possess individual consciousness or are directed by higher intelligence such as the board remains unknown. However, their shared aggression seems to indicate a unified goal. Director Faden's encounters with this entity when binding objects of power in the astral plane indicate they serve as live targets for potential paratiliterians to practice on. Some have been equipped with Bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. It is important to know that they appear immune to his corruption. Okay.
Marshall? Marshall! You're alive! Wait!
She's
it's
not.
Jesse! The director!
I think that's one of those astral copies we just read about.
Whoa.
Crossroads.
This place is huge. Marshall? Can you hear me? She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
Investigate the nail. Shifting fragment. Nice.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior
Okay,
is
let's hear it.
dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ran it about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents?
Okay.
Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Hell, we don't even know the rules.
Damn. So many questions. Yeah, that doesn't seem... That didn't go well for them at all. Allure Molot is hurt. Touch reverted to enter. Read the nail to prevent astral consumption collision. This is the director's duty. Oh, Mr. Payback, hello. Yes, this is the first DLC. It's called The Foundation.
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Okay. What am I doing? Complete the astral plane challenge. That was the challenge? Okay. But yeah, the DLC is interesting so far. It's a big area. And the foundation is basically in a building. How do you call it? In a building context, it's actually the foundation of the oldest house, which is the big big, ever-shifting building we're in. And this is its foundation, which, as you can see, it's not in a very good shape. How are you doing, Sri Payback? Here we go. There we go. Crystals can be shaded while levitating to create platforms. Okay. Oh, okay. You played some Diablo 2, then refunded it? Oh no. Did you get a resurrected one? Ooh. Okay.
Okay, let's review.
Mission complete. The
This
foundation.
broken pillar is called the Nail.
Nail.
It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks or keys or whatever to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple.
Fair enough. Oh, we have everything upgraded.
Ish. You with me?
Hey, Polaris is with us. Reach the warehouse path. Reach the base camp. Well, guess I'm gonna do this first. What made you refund it? I have no damn idea how to reach the. Oh, I see something, but it's up there. Mirroring, you love playing it, but felt filthy paying 40 euros for it. 40 euros? Well, in this economy, yeah, I'd say. Look, okay. Yeah, that's how to get there. Yeah, it's pretty expensive, especially if you don't actually, like, oh my god, if you, not sure how to explain. If you're not a big fan of the game from the beginning, I wouldn't pay that much myself, I guess. There we go. Yes. And now. Nice. Whoop. Nice. We reached it. Well, hello. You say fuck that, you'll get it on a sale. Ah, okay. I thought you disliked it because of some reasons. Hence why I was curious why. But yeah, it makes sense. Shifting fragment. Okay, so. Ah, there you are. Well, there you aren't. Oh, my eyes. What class did you play as? Like, what was the first choice? I'm very curious. My first choice was Druid, and I got wrecked by Duriel, which is the second boss. And the second choice was Paladin, which I also got wrecked. Careful, hidden fell, okay. Okay. Requires foundation pillar. You had to disconnect at some point, but overall the game felt great. Fair enough. Okay, okay. I didn't play it. I played only the OG Diablo 2. But yeah, it was pretty difficult for my brain back then. I know. I couldn't get past that boss. Let's see. I'm sorry for the yawning. Yeah, I still don't know how to get rid of it. Lately I have only that if I read a lot or if I talk a lot. Otherwise, nope. The pillar found in the crossroads is best described as an onyx, a spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Freud would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature, but more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, and the fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house or an intrusion within that heart. Perhaps it's like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Trottier wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. But then why does the pillar look so different from the rest of this place? Concrete walls and rocky caverns. It's easier to see it as an anomaly, a bird artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. Okay. You went out of your comfort zone and picked up Amazon with thrown javelins. Oh, I surely didn't expect you to get to Amazon. But the new class Warlock also looked fun. Oh yeah. Oh shit. I've heard about the new class, the Warlock. There we go. No. Yeah, I didn't try either Warlock or well, the Warlock didn't even exist in the one I tried. Fractured Cavern. God damn it! I almost got to it, but but yeah, I rushed. It's fine. I'm gonna get it next time. Not what I want to do. This is what I wanted. I think with Warlock you can also summon stuff, or was that only with the Necromancer? I forgot. Mr. Letters might actually know more. Hello, Mr. Letters. Welcome. How are you doing, my friend? Let me give you a shout out. I don't have the clippy thing, but I have the beautiful this story. Check him out, my friends. He's a very cool streamer. There we go. We got it. Oh no. Yeah, we're good. You piss off. Okay. No, there, keep in mind that you've played like 109 minutes exactly. Yeah, I did. I think I played a bit more, but not much more for sure. So if guys are talking about Diablo, you've been playing the 4. You're playing Diablo 4 as we speak. You're the shouty, as always, my friend. What classes are you playing in Diablo 4? Oh my god, that guy's scary. Well, not anymore. Okay, I think we. Yeah, let me clear the inventory. I dislike this a lot. Like, let me just deconstruct whatever it's lower than what I have. Like this. Yeah, we're good. And I'm gonna deconstruct that one as well. Playing a sorcerer right now, your proper play, but no campaign grinding season for Doom items. What are the Doom items if you want to share? Okay, all good.
This area looks newer. Is it from the upper floors?
Here we go. Complete the ritual in the collapse department. Ooh. Yeah, that sounds very fun. The sorcerer. I guess the sorcerer is
There's something behind his mirror.
Okay, we destroyed that. Okay, we can get here. And from here? Aha, okay. Base camp. I'm very curious if there's something there, and I think I'm seeing something. I don't know what's that. A reward? I'm sorry, it scared me. Why are you here? Huh? I guess we can't get here. So yeah, I'll just go. Yeah. It's a Doom Diablo. Ah, okay, it's actually Doom, as in the game Doom. I thought, yeah, it's a specific Diablo thingy. So you get awesome, so you get weapons from Doom skins, a portal, a grave, a backpack. Okay. That sounds pretty fun. I think we need something to boost us. Or not really? Yeah, no, I need something. But what? Oh, never mind, yeah. I didn't need to get there. I don't even think I was supposed to get there. Interesting crossover though. I didn't think I'd see Doom and Diablo crossover for sure. There we go. Open the door. Get a reward. Get a text. Immense fun. It's a lot of grind, but you're having a fantastic time. That's very nice to hear. I saw you're quite immune to the, or at least from my perspective, you seem to be quite immune to the bad parts of the grind. For one, I don't know. I'm kind of, I have a burnout from anything grind related. So yeah. But I like to watch others do that. So that's perfect. Let's see. To whoever finds this, I am Containment Processes designer Gian Gibbs, and I'm writing this to document the largest building shift to ever occur. Here are the facts. A considerably large section of the containment sector, including the processes and protocols offices, our research facilities, and a fair chunk of the firebreak has been yanked down to a chasm that reaches far below lobby level. I think it was a violent shift, and I regret to report several casualties. Injuries were sustained by all, but many of us, myself included, are still mobile. We've set up a base camp and started triaging. There are little supplies. We explored our surroundings and found caverns of things. Maybe we were in some kind of cave threshold, like the quarry? Wherever we are, we're not the first. There were some rusty power cores, old lights, signs, infrastructure. What was this area used for? Why did they seal it off? Why have we never heard of it? Most importantly, how are we going to get out? Kiev summary. A series of reverberating sounds observed in downtown Kiev with no clear point of origin. The event was witnessed by the city's general public. Mental and physical symptoms were reported, including aphasia, sleep paralysis, and excess something, and reported individuals. Due to the brief nature of the event, overseas bureau agents were not able to respond while it was active. Immediately upon arrival, agents collected audio recordings taken by local witnesses. All bureau monitoring stations located at global junctions of acoustic amplification were directed to monitor any auditory events of similar pitch, wavelength, and duration in an effort to trace echoes or epicenters. In the following weeks, similar cases were reported from both various amateur sources and bureau stations in major cities across the globe. The subsequent events diminished in volume and frequency per each occurrence. Event is believed to be generated by planar friction, though this is not confirmed. Okay. Fight? I expected that. There we go. They chose Doom the Dark Ages specifically because that's... okay. Then I can see why. I can see why. Because it's like... Doom is modern and Diablo is fantasy, dark fantasy. So yeah, now it makes way more sense. Love a good grind, yes sir. It's even in your about me that you love a good grind exploration, little goblining, and a good story. That's your kind of jam, but you hate repetitive grind like dailies and stuff like that. Fair enough. I guess I cannot destroy that. There we go. I used to grind a lot in many games. Including games like that you would have never guessed that I played for thousands of hours, like, I don't know, League of Legends. But or World of Warcraft. No, World of Warcraft was pretty fun. Which one burned me out? I think it was Genshin Impact. Though I think it was also the lack of free time. Hence why I appreciate shorter games. Like if a game has more than, I don't know, 100 hours, I'm inclined to not get into it because I will probably lose the momentum. Okay, and there should probably be one more. Ah, hello. You thought of League of Legends as soon as I said it, and World of Warcraft. You played League for years as well. Yeah, so League, I think League of Legends was one of the things. With World of Warcraft, I don't feel that burnout. I would get back to it in an instant if I'd had the same amount of time as back then. But I do not, and it's a demanding game. And as well, you have a subscription that kind of makes you feel bad if you don't actually play. Like, imagine paying 20 euros per month and you play like 2 days per month. It's just an example. Let's say you play 4 days a month. And you pay, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem to be worth it by my standard, at least. It's good to know what works for you and what doesn't. You stop playing League because it started bumming you out that you don't play. Yeah, exactly. What the hell? Possessed fridge. Well, it's not the first one we've seen in this game. Okay, I think we will go down here. Nope. Wait, I missed I saw the door once and then I lost the track of it. Where the hell is it? So it should be up here. Here? Uh-huh. There we go. Exploring the bathrooms as always. They're clean.
Someone call a plumber. Glad no one was around to hear that.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, look, the toilet. Well, okay. Astral plane toilet. Hey, another toilet. I love this. Computer program. My husband Francis read an article before he died about how the universe was really just a computer program. He believed it. I thought it sounded silly, but now I think he was right. Francis was hit by a car a few months ago. A drunk driver. I didn't think it was supposed to happen. My neighbor's son, Jeremy, broke one of our windows with a football a week before Francis died. Francis yelled at Jeremy for it. He was a bit harsh. This is important because I see Jeremy on his computer through their living room window. He's on it all the time. His mother says he's a computer whiz. I think Jeremy's operating the computer program and he changed the universe so that driver would hit Francis. He did it to get back at Francis for yelling at him. Is there a way to change the computer and make Francis come back? I have some money if it's expensive. I don't know how these things work. I don't care if Jeremy gets in trouble or not. I just want Francis to come home. Francis and I were very happy together. I can feel him not being here and I know it's not right. Sincerely, Stephanie Miller. Exactly. You would play more, but still can't justify it when you have so many other games waiting. But you love classic. Oh yeah, I also love the idea of the classic one. Oh. Ah, okay. This is how we get here. Take your time, my friend. There we go. What do we have here? Some loot. Ooh, what is that? Well, I'd love to know, but we have so much junk. This is accelerator. Okay. Yeah, so besides the map, and besides the fact that you get so many items, yeah, I don't know how to break these. Well, besides this, yeah, everything seems to be quite clear. But wait, I was going in the wrong direction. Should go here. There we go. Nothing hidden here. You like watching World of Warcraft, but you can't play it at all. You've tried quite a few times. Yeah, it's fun to watch. And if you didn't get into it back then... Also, if I remember right, you mentioned that you also didn't play Warcraft 3. Yeah, I don't know how to destroy these yet. Ooh. There we go.
You're listening to America Overnight, a beacon in the darkest recesses of possibility for more than 29 years. We have another letter from a listener. This one's unsigned but postmarked from Toledo. It says, "Dear America Overnight, I have the most wonderful appliance for your listeners. It is a miracle of God. A fondue set, a fountain, a blessed gift. Blessed is spelled with a capital B. Go on, they write. Dive on in. It is molten hot, perfect for meat." No signature. As far as I know, no fondue set was sent to us here at the studio. Just this letter. Wait, I think there's something else in the envelope. Some kind of black powder with white shards in it? Bone, maybe? Karen, what is this? Karen? We're on the air, Karen. Where are you? What? What's this powder in the booth? Is this ash? Oh God. Karen? How do I cut to commercial?
Okay. Well, that didn't go well. Yeah, I also have some games like that where I really like watching them. For example, even Path of Exile. I like watching it, but I dislike the idea of playing it. And many people would say, "Oh, so that means you're saying it's a shit game."
Altered item detected in transport bay. Access is prohibited per safety regulation 18.A.
Okay, we get through here then. Because I guess we cannot get here. Yep. Okay. Oh. Hidden location discovered. Oh. Let's go. But I didn't even think about there being a hidden location.
No power.
No power.
Typical.
Oops.
I should hire someone who builds smaller machines.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't have any.
So that's the altered item. Looks pretty secure.
Yeah, no power. Evaluation hole. Nah, this goes down. This is where we... Yeah, this is where we went down. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to press the button. I was used to the Dark Souls elevator. Where you just get on in the middle of the elevator and it just goes up. And Dark Souls doesn't have too many quality of life stuff. Sector lobby. I don't see... Wait, look, I'll turn off a bit the light. Because I literally do not see anything. And I guess I can turn on the backlights. Let's see how it looks. Oh my god, it looks so bad. It looks so bad. So yeah, if I have the lights from the room, this is how I look. Yeah. Imagine just how much better Dark Souls would be with some more quality of life in the normal damn menu. Yep. The menu is okay, but yeah, it could be a bit better. And I guess you can make it with some mods, but yeah. I know, a lot of... I was kind of creepy with the dim light. Hehe. Or like that. Wait. This one? Yes. Where? So this is the fill light, I think. And this is the... yeah. I have to. Oh. Don't tell me this is where they are. Oh my god. That's where I should have put them? No, I can't believe it. Ah, okay. Does it work now? God damn it. No? Oh. Ah. Okay. Okay. Tinker with the keyboard? Oh. I hope nothing is broken. I know how annoying the broken keyboard can be. Let's see, can we get through that now?
No altered material detected
At
in
last.
the area. Personnel may now safely enter. Have a Bureau full day.
Beautiful day. Okay. I was thinking of changing my keyboard, by the way. But so far so good. After several years. So through here. And I don't know where. Oh, we can go up there. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I was curious if I could do that, but apparently not. Yeah, we need to get here. And I cannot, right? Transit control. I can't open anything here. Like, I'm not even sure why I have this room. That's where we went. That's also where I went. I just need to go there. Can I do this? Ah. Okay. Okay, now that makes sense. Swapping left shift switch with the right shift one. Let me guess, the left switch is kind of bad, and the right one, you're not using it that much. At least I'm not using it that much. There we go. Ah, okay, so we have a hot swap keyboard. That's very nice. Well, hello. Hidden location discovered. New language. Is it something here? Guess not. Collapse department. Shift account part 3. Okay, I think we kind of finished this part.
That damn gun. Faith. Not sure she's ready.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
And back we are. And here's another door.
Another etching, like the one I used to get in here.
Here's if there's something else here before we go. Yeah, doesn't seem to be something else. I hope it's here. Yes. Okay. Complete the ritual in the collapse apartment. Is that a former again?
Is this the lock/key the board told me about?
Okay. Only 3 keys remain.
Just doing my job.
Okay.
First one down. Director Faden's got this covered.
Here we go. Nice. Okay, that ended quite fast. Here's the warehouse path. Yep. Let's do that as well. And I guess we need to unlock something else because yeah. Oh, you can get this too. Cute. And we're going back to the main part. Bam.
Jesse, hey!
Oh,
Emily,
here
how
you
did
are.
she get down here?
There we go. But before that, I want to get to read this stuff. And let's see.
I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. Then he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Faden, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss upstairs, while I hold them off here. All this shit with the nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone.
So she went here alone. Okay. We listen to this. New language. I learned a brand new language this fish taught me. You probably don't believe it, so I will prove it. What the hell is that? See, please publish this later and maybe other fish speakers will get in touch. They'll be able to read my address even if you can't read. I love it. Gibbs reporting in it has been 8 days since the collapse and still no signs of any rescue efforts, my bad. The Bureau is either completely unaware of our situation or are incapable of helping us. Or maybe it's intentional. How many times have we seen the Bureau not giving 2 shits about its own hard-working staff when they go missing in this place? How many times did we let it slide thinking, oh, at least it wasn't me? Too many, I'm ashamed to admit. Anyway, there have been some developments. Strange crystals have begun growing through the walls. They seem to block some corridors, but not others. The path to the caves is always left open, but we're not sure why. Luckily, the crystals keep out the astral spike. One's been hounding us for days. John, Nikolai, and Sarah went to try and find a radio, but never came back. I think the spike got them. I think it's hunting us. Doug says spikes only exist in the astral plane, so what the fuck is going doing it here? If we get out of here, I'm hiring a lawyer, and these are unsuitable working conditions. It's clear no one is coming. We're running out of ideas and supplies. We tried going into the caves to find anything edible, but all we found were noxious gases and endless pits. The crystals only let us go one way, even though we could see the caves branched out. We did find some weird spiky pillar. I only got a glimpse of it before the astral spikes attacked. There were a few of them this time. We lost a lot of people. There's only 6 of us left. We didn't ask for this. We did not want to come down here. I'm convinced something brought us here. The others say I'm going nuts, but it's clear that this was no house shift. Shifts slide a bat from a sector over or rotate a hallway. They don't drop full divisions into some caves. We were brought here. I know it. But for what? Why tear us away from our lives just to torture us? If this is some sort of test or mission, then here's some advice for whoever is running it. Give out clear instructions next time. I hope these notes are a good read for whatever ranger finds them. Fuck you. Put that in your report, Gibbs. Movie camera. The item first came to the bureau's attention after a hospitalized mailman. Arkansas claimed his injury had been caused by a movie camera. Further investigation connected the incident to AI-80, which was being shipped in the mail truck at the time. The package camera was later found in an empty warehouse. The return address led agents to a P.O. box located in the San Fernando Valley belonging to a company called Blessed Pictures. Whether Blessed Pictures is involved in the creation and dissemination of the item's VHS films is unknown. The following is a list of all known films believed to have been shot by AI-80UE. Shoot First, Die Last, Coffee Bullet, Billy's First Car, Bike Hard, and Delivery Disaster. Bike Hard. Item was used in the filming of an unreleased western in 1968 on the Italian island of Sardinia. A cast member was killed during an on-set accident stopping production. It is believed that the Blessed Pictures bought the camera when equipment from the shoot was sold at auction. Okay. Maybe it's related to that incident.
What are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride. The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating?
No.
I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. Do you think Darling knew about this?
Yep.
I put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but then I saw her walking around.
She knows.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down.
Yep.
See what you can find out from the nail in the meantime. And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes.
Okay.
The Rangers have tapped into an old radio network they found around the Foundation. So if you need backup, just call them at one of the stations.
How did the Hiss get into the Foundation?
Same way we did, I imagine. But you need to remember that the Hiss are the embodiment of persistence. Their nature seems to be one of force, to find every possible vulnerability and exploit it. Their only goal is consumption.
I'm sure there's plenty of goodies for them down here. The nail, for instance.
If the hiss could corrupt the nail, I'm sure they would have by now. It must not interest them in its broken state. They could be distracted by the numerous unknown paranatural materials I'm sure are lying around. These are the roots of the oldest house. The hiss will find plenty of ways to make trouble.
They're pretty good at that.
Astral bleed.
So you've never heard of the Foundation, huh?
I've never even seen the name referenced. Clearly it's highly classified, but for what reason? The problem with these kinds of closed-off hidden areas is that they were likely sealed for good reason. But now no one is left to tell us what that reason was.
Any guesses why the Bureau would hide something like this?
I only know what I've observed. This place is spatially rigid, which means it doesn't shift like the rest of the oldest house. And before you ask why that is, I have to admit that I'm clueless. There's some signal interfering with my equipment, making it hard to get a clear reading. It's being emitted from the floor. Maybe I should have brought a jackhammer.
The astral plane is already taking chunks out of this place, Emily. Let's not add to it.
Okay.
So let me get this straight. The astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation.
Correct.
And that's happening because the nail is damaged.
I'd say it's a bit more than damaged, but yes, that is my understanding.
So what's the connection between the nail and the astral plane?
It's a good question. See, I always pictured objects of power as strings between our plane and the astral. If the nail has a similar relationship, then maybe it's more accurate to think of it like plumbing. Now that the nail is busted, sewage is gushing everywhere.
Not the prettiest metaphor.
Okay.
I should get back out there.
The astral bleed won't...
Reach the warehouse. Yeah, first of all, can I clear the loadout? Oh, ammo cost while levitating. Okay.
Director Faden.
Okay, let's go here. And I guess we will have to go through here. But that doesn't look like it. Let's try the other path. Yep. That seems to be it. Ouch. Yeah, that's not good. There we go. Oof. I want to say that was close, but no, I just died. One second. Warehouse path. Okay. There seems to be something there, but again, I can't. I don't know what I started, but I started something. Complete ritual in the warehouse. Okay, this seems to be a bit more direct, I guess. Nice. Oof. Okay, we have a... I don't even know. Seize duration. Yeah, seize. Seize it is. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's a big something. There we go. Ah, okay, and this is how we get back, right? I assume. Or not. Oh my god, it's full again. No. Let's see, what do we have double? This one, this one. Yeah, so late game, this is an issue. Otherwise, yeah, it's not much of an issue. This is doubled. This seems to be... Oh. This one I have something better. Ammo cost while levitating. I think we're good now. And that's kind of it. Okay, let's go back to the warehouse. Okay, we kind of explored everything. Almost everything, of course, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 areas with question marks. Which I'm almost sure we will be able to access after we unlock an ability or something. Okay, we found some notes. Emergency shower. Okay, it doesn't work though. Forever stinky. Paramedic geometry.
Is this a Bureau ID badge?
Pope's collection.
Looks so old. Pope will definitely want to see this.
Okay, did I go here? I think, yeah, I did. Okay, let's read. Missions we got. Also talk to Pope. Okay, and now, let's see. Unread. History of the oldest house. The oldest house has revealed much to me during my months in the Foundation, but many questions remain. Primarily, the tree etchings bewilder me. What is their significance if the house has changed shape over its lifetime, as I've theorized, and was a tree at its first form? I sent a team to Schwarzman building in search of pre-settlement accounts of Manhattan Island. From those, I discovered a single relevant line, and there I found a tree not known to me. The devil twisted within its bark. That line, taken with the fact that certain American cultures believed some trees would offer wisdom and guidance, is indeed interesting. However, it's hardly firm evidence, and though I am now bound to the oldest house, I remain a man of science. Of course, there are numerous ancient beliefs regarding trees. Yggdrasil, the tree of knowledge, Yax, Imix, Che, I guess. Some cultures offered blood sacrifices to trees, while others claimed their trees endowed chosen individuals with inhuman powers. Do New York City's many murders act as a sacrifice for the oldest house? Does the house have a chosen champion? Is it me? I've been going through my library researching pyramids and triangles. If that shape does relate to the board as Nordmore says, then perhaps our predecessors in the cult can offer some insight through their geometric knowledge. In esotericism, the triangle is closely associated with the Holy Trinity and other three-part concepts: past, present, futures, mind, body, spirit. Interestingly, the term board also implies multiple parts. Upright triangles in Judeo-Christian imagery indicate ascent into the rational divine realm. Inverted, it signifies a descent into the corporeal human. Naturally, the ascent is masculine, the fall is feminine. Adam and Eve, that's just a bit of old world patriarchy. It's 1964 now. And we're well past that silliness. Considering the above, what does the inverted triangle tell us about the board? They're clearly not corporeal or human. Perhaps they wish to be, or they once were. The likeliest answer is simply that theologically, imagery cannot help us define alien entities, but still the pyramid seems significant. Shapes have power, and clearly so does the board. Fair enough.
28 days now spent inside what we're calling the house. Tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Per orders, me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research Father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar where Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base. Ley lines, dragon roads, Hyligalinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads. I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions. That's the idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
Okay, let's see. Warehouse entrance. Power core storage. Well, I did that, which I hope it helps. Oh, we're going up top. Power cores. After numerous attempts, I finally found a way to intercept and contain the ambient energy of the ley lines in a kind of non-Aristotelian battery I've dubbed the power core. I admit it was difficult capturing an energy I can barely measure, much less interact with it. Luckily, it seems that the porous stone of the Foundation's caverns possesses such conductive qualities. Using stone flakes and copper wire, my power cores collect significant power. My early prototypes collected too much, in fact, but I've since reinforced the container. We don't yet know the repercussions of tapping into this power field. As a precaution, these devices should not be taken outside of the house. Ideally, the Bureau should no longer need to rely on typical energy sources. It's my greatest feat of engineering yet. I've always had an interest in invention. I like the creativity that it allowed, set within the firm boundaries of logic and physics. Father never approved calling it a mundane science. With that in mind, I dedicate this invention to Theodore Ashe Sr. May he scowl in peace. That being his father. Okay, so we need this. Oh, it's... all of them are broken. Except that one. Tunnel access. Let's go. Even up, more upwards? Yes. Nice. Ooh. Okay. nothing down here.
Entry day plus 15 more. Northmore has ordered an all-hands search for objects similar to the service weapon.
Okay.
He claims there are more in the house, though I don't see how he's so certain. He's been strange lately, talking about joining greater causes and frequently mentioning the pyramid. After pressing him, he finally described this pyramid to me. Inverted, black, mathematically perfect. Oddly enough, Adam and the other id have shown me numerous inverted triangles painted on the cave walls. Surely there's a connection, but I don't see it yet. As far as occult symbols go, triangles are by no means rare. Flood, Levi, Kroll, they used that shape like it was going out of fashion. Standing on their base, triangles signify stability and strength. Inverted on their points, they represent conflict and stagnation. Of course, the orientation is just a matter of perspective. Looking at the pyramid from below gives you one, from above another.
True.
Northmore says he looks up at the inverted pyramid. I have to wonder, is anyone standing over it, looking down?
Well, I hope we find that out, but I don't know what to say. Okay, we're on that side now. Nice. Claim control point. Nice. Yeah, nothing there. Okay. I was expecting that. Though I didn't want to jinx it. I wanted to say no combat so far. Well. Holy damn. Those guys are extremely fast. Get that heal. Oh shit! Hey, welcome back, Lister Letters. I hope you're good. Well, let me take a sip of water as well. I took 3 sips of water. Ah, I need that. Yeah, this DLC is pretty good. Like the map is, compared to the main game, it's a lot of content by my standards. Yeah, the service weapon, I don't know, doesn't seem to be very effective. Holy damn. Good to be back. Yes. Getting into more Diablo. I'm thinking even right now what I'm gonna play next, and I really do not know. Yeah, the game is clapping. I think yeah, this is the second time I'm dying here. Those guys are a bit tough. There we go. No. Okay. those guys are something else. Especially this guy. Get him. Oh, if I get this guy, it's gonna be good. Nice. Okay. Hey, you came with the good luck. We did it. First try. What do you mean? Oh, is this where we have to go? Some eyes, higher being and lower beings, or so it seems. You're a pleasure to have around, my friend. We're not talking about the usefulness here.
Worst I've ever seen is take the nail. End of the world.
So I can't let the hiss take the nail. Not a problem. I know how to handle them.
Here? I think so. Okay. Okay. What do we have here? Should I go here? Oh, we just went back here. That was very stupid of me. I can't go back now. Yeah, okay. Actually, it's okay. But they complete the ritual. Fast travel. Warehouse tunnel. Transit access. Warehouse. Warehouse tunnel. I guess, yeah, warehouse. And we go with the elevator, we just unlocked. Yeah, we go here. And that's the way. And yeah, let's see. Let's see where we can go. Tunnel quick access. Okay, we're back here. Now what? Tunnel quick access. Ah, okay, we get here. And here somewhere it's the thing, but I don't see it. Is it here? I thought it's this thing, but it's not. Yeah, we need to find something like a big stone. Well, not that, but you get the idea. Yeah, I guess I missed it, but I'm not sure where it is. So we found those guys here. went here. There isn't anything. Someone is doing some lumberjacking in the back. Okay. Oh yeah, we can't go here either. Okay, I don't know where we can go. Ah, never mind. Okay. Problem solved. Okay, you should be here. I hope. Claim control point. Oh, you're different. You're different, you're not the Hiss. Interesting. Okay, those are not Hiss. Oh, I'm so bad. Yeah, I did. Nice. Whew, I think that was over. No. No. God damn it. Can I go here? Okay. Now what? Ah, shit. Well. Yes, yeah, we just go back. Let's see. Ah, never mind. We should be here. Yeah. In here we fought, and I hope we're not gonna fight again. This is another level? Yes. Another level in the big damn tower. Shield boost. Foundation etchings. Okay, this is how we go back. And I guess from here we can go even more into nothing. Here, right? Here it was. Yes. Yeah, here we died. And okay. Not sure what to destroy that. Oh, there's a... So I need to destroy... Yeah, this isn't that good. The charge. Okay. Let's see, can we get this? Nope. Maybe if we get... Nope. Oh, I have an idea. Nah. Didn't work. But then we need to bring a power thingy. A power core there. Otherwise, no chance. I'll take a short pause and we're gonna get back to this. So yeah, don't go anywhere, my friends. I'll be back. And we're probably gonna finish this DLC if the map doesn't extend more. So yeah, let's see. Be right back.
Oh well. Demon of Song? Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! I'm a little busy at the moment! Yes! Zigzag now! Come on! Strategies! Fuck! Swift Rage. Perfect.
Accepting my death. What the? Straight to the nether realm. I guess the Hellhaver it's a lot different than the normal quest. Wait, what's power? This? Okay, Golem. Come here, boy!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine, and you're not really fine, and you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Hello.
Oops.
If I needed medical advice, I'd have called for a healer. And you look like none such, not even a quack.
And if you wanted a Witcher to help you, you should have thought twice about being rude.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
That is the best saddle in the game, yeah. Good. Let's do this. Yep, no Estus because I used them like an idiot. That wasn't a good start.
I wanna use more emotes, by the way. I wanna create more emotes, but oh, interesting. Don't get me wrong, I don't have anything with Americans, but some of their terms are not.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
I have reactions in
I had to do was to go back where I killed the Hydra and search for
Now that's a lot of damage!
one shot. Where are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? Oh, we met up with one of those.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Oh my god. No! Yeah, he's fast as hell, man. Oh no.
The master wants your head. No one can save
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
you now.
And the game crashed. Access violation.
Tough guy, you.
Aw, come on, shut up. Who are you, anyway?
Okay, just try it.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Greetings everyone and welcome. Today I will tell you the story of Star Wars 1, one of my all-time favorite games. The first Star Wars game was released on 18 November 2005 by Xbox Software and 1C Entertainment. If you're interested in tactical role-playing games that are heavily focused on sci-fi and space immersion, this might be the game for you. Disclaimer, this video might contain minor and even major spoilers as well. Let's get into the story. This is just a glance of the lore, just so you get an idea of what the game is about, how the gameplay looks like, and most important of all, if you would be interested in trying it after you see this video. The action of Star Wars 1 takes place in a distant future, more exactly in the 22nd century AD, where humanity has built an intergalactic empire and civilization with the help of technically advanced spaceships and portals that make traveling between galaxy systems way easier and faster than in the past. The expansion process in the 22nd century caused giant corporations to take control over all aspects of human life in the open galaxy space. This fact led to the breakup of democracy. The ex-rulers, to re-establish their power, the political system had to return to monarchism. Space expansion raised borders of past civilizations, and now, after lots of local clashes, the Empire rules humanity. And this is the one of the biggest faction in the expanded space civilization of mankind. Leaving politics aside, let's talk about other aspects of the world in this universe. The economics of the Empire is under the total control of three giant corporations, which are the USS, Inoco, and Triad. These groups have nearly 99% control of all production facilities, and each one has its specialization where it's most powerful.
The USS is based on mass production, huge plants, plentiful mining, and refinery stations. They have first generation and second generation fighters. The Inoko have their focus on high technology, including the latest and most advanced scientific researches, as well for practical technologies which include weapons, craft systems, and the technologically advanced spaceships they produce, which only they have access to, and well, the black market, but I will tell you more about that a bit later. Also, their bodyguards usually use second and third generation fighters, which are really strong. The Triads are implicated in the shady business, smuggling, and corrupted political systems. They're not very expanded like the other two, but this one has the same strength in another manner. They don't focus on technology or refineries, but on corrupting influence and illegalities. They usually use third generation, second generation, and sometimes even third generation fighters. So, long story short, humans have divided into multiple factions. The biggest one is the Empire, which was created initially by the Emperor, and the other ones are the three big corporations I mentioned before. There are other minor factions besides the one I mentioned before, and those are the pirates. Those are the most common criminals, smugglers, and old-time thugs, which want to gain money and power through brute force and shady businesses. They mostly use third-generation fighters. Some of them have second-generation fighters as well, but with not so advanced weaponry. The patrol. This is more or less the space police, which supports the Imperial Navy to ensure that the Empire is well protected by criminals and other dangers. They don't have high-end ships sadly, they use first-generation and second-generation fighters. The Navy. Those are the Imperial Navy, which is the main military power that sustains the Empire's peace and order. They use second-generation and third-generation ships, but some of them are still not strong enough like the ones Inoko have up their sleeve. The Berserks. Now here it gets interesting. The Inoko tried to create a very advanced AI, and they managed to do that. After a while, one day, the AI started having their own thoughts and ideas about humanity, and those ideas weren't very nice. This artificial intelligence saw humans as enslavers, and that every living human should be destroyed, so all technology can be free from their grasp. So that's how the Berserks came to live. They're a faction which consists in AI which went berserk against humanity and uses all technology it can hack to destroy and obliterate every human in the galaxy. The Berserks have very fragile ships, but when you fight them, it's usually not one, not two, but at least a dozen of them. And they have nothing to lose, so the ones fighting this enemy must be very careful. The ships that they use can't enter a specific category, but I think that their ships cover all three generation ships of the humans. The Aliens. We don't know much about them, at least in this game. In the next games, we have the pleasure to see more about them. For now, all we know is that they're very aggressive against any living human, and that they're way more advanced technologically than any human civilization. Their spaceships are very strong and have specific strengths, like very strong shields and ultra-fast laser blasters for their spaceships. The Precursors, which are a very old race of alien humanoids who used to roam the galaxies where humans now establish their civilization. Not many things are known about them sadly, but they are also way more advanced technological than anything a human ever created before. They have very powerful and resistant ships and one of the most important weapons, which is the spaceship called the Starhammer, which can destroy whole galaxies. Getting back to the main world lore, none of the corporations can achieve dominance because of its business competition. Meanwhile, monopolization leads to the constant obstacle to the living standard. And even more, the political crisis caused by the confrontation of political and economic powers threatens to turn into a gigantic civil war. Do you remember that I've mentioned the black market? Well, this organization is all about smuggled expensive merchandise, from spaceships to weapons of all kinds. Only a few people have access to this market, and one of them is Ace, and another important mention is the Red Corsair, which I will describe in more detail in a few seconds. This is the world the action in Star Wars happens to get an idea of how the environment looks like and what to expect from it. Now that we've finished with the world presentation, let's get to our hero story. The story begins when the protagonist is in the process of transporting an unknown cargo to the station Coriolis, in the Proserpine system, which happens to be in the Phoenix sector on the date of 21st of January, year 2226. The game doesn't give us many details about this, but all we see from the opening cutscene is that he's attacked by space pirates that are led by the Red Corsair, which is one of the most dangerous pirate captains that the world has ever known. Sadly, our hero's transport ship is destroyed by a homing missile sent by the pirate captain, and he was able to survive with an escape pod. Eventually, our hero managed to reestablish his finances, and as we see in the second in-game cutscene, he's talking with Ace, an ex-patrol member, which now took the path of being a mercenary along with the protagonist of our story. To make it easier, we will call the protagonist Hero, as is called in-game initially. Both the hero and Ace founded the mercenary unit Star Wolves, armed only with a small number of credits, several low-end fighters, and the strong ambition to get down to business. We can choose to either go into shady deals or do honest work, which is less paid by our employees. But whatever the case, the hero and Ace gain more credits and influence. They meet powerful allies like Astra, which is the daughter of the boss of the USS, and she will help us towards our goal. We will also meet the famous pirate leader, the Red Corsair, which we can choose to either turn into the patrol or to accept him in our ranks. And at the start, I was suspicious about him, but with time, even he became quite loyal to the Star Wolves mercenary unit, and he was like family in no time. We will also meet other interesting people like Heretic, who's a treasure hunter and smuggler. He's the one who actually stole Ace's fighter in the second cutscene in the game. The game story can vary, leading us to different missions, so each path of the main story can be very different from playthrough to playthrough. The Star Wolves will meet the Berserks in their space adventure, and they have a very important contribution to the story. Since they are the main rivals of humanity, besides humanity destroying itself because of its greed and arrogance, example, the Empire versus Corporations dispute. Also, after gaining more advanced ships and doing missions, we will be able to reach even the sectors of the Precursors, which we mentioned before. And exploring it will tell us more secrets about this ancient race. Besides what I mentioned before, the hero and his crew will also fight aliens and maybe even jump to help one of the corporations against those, since aliens are fighting against any kind of human, not just one faction. We can also side with a specific corporation or the Empire, and the only ones we can ally ourselves with are the Berserks and the aliens. Though I wish there was an option for this or Easter egg. This game is highly focused on the exploration of space and the choices you make, so pay attention to your action and choose what you think is best for you. I will also stream this game on Twitch, so if you want to see the game itself, I'd be more than glad to welcome you. The next game I will make a video about will be a surprise, so stay tuned my friends. I will post a new video each Wednesday. Also, I'm streaming on Tuesday and Thursday at twitch.tv/morehandwolf from 7 PM East European Standard Time. So if you want to see more content, make sure to check that out as well. Stay safe out there. Wolf out.
Come on. Yes. He went in with 200 on dead counter. Yeah, but with all the bosses before this. Not sure how many deaths I had in Dark Souls 1 though. I think I had a lot of deaths in Dark Souls 1. Since let's make it 300. Not today, I hope. Okay. So I have everything. Oh, come on. Fuck you! Fucking shit. Good appetite, and thanks a lot for joining me, and for the host. I really appreciate it. You're so kind. Ouch! Okay. Okay. Lost connection to Steam, switching to offline mode. What? I hope the stream didn't fall. Okay. No! Okay. Ignore that, it can happen. Da, asta o să fie ultimul stream de Witcher 3, că e și New Game Plus, e pe Deadmarch și acum o să fac o să explorez ce a mai rămas din cartă, din Toussaint, și după facem side quest-uri și deci am un ultim stream. Sadly, yes, ultimul stream de Witcher, dar nu o să fie ultimul cosplay de Witcher. Momentan mai am de lucru la machiaj, încă învăț. Witcher 3 100%, yes, 100%. My English is so bad. God dang it. Dar we wait for Witcher 4. If that will be on mobile, I prefer to not. But if it will be on PC, yes. Ce pot să fac eu aici? Fapt nu, o să fac asta și asta și asta. Super. Și acum mai bag un cet.
No. Please.
That's the face and pose of someone about no. That's the face of disappointment. I didn't reach in any Dark Souls game. And I doubt this will... Hey, I've learned that one. And he'll hit one more time. Okay. Ăla, hai.
Initiating transfer. Please defend this position.
Sustaining damage. Come here! Let me end your... Don't give up! Rally! Core system.
No, a murit. Ah. Asta o să fie greu. Hai să vedem ce pot să fac și eu aici. Asta e că eu sunt detectat. Se mai respawnează ăștia ceva?
No mercy.
Ah, super. Ia să vedem ce pot eu să folosesc. Ăsta neapărat. Asta și astea și... pot să atac pe niciunul, băga mea și... Deci mi-am dat astea cam degeaba. Asta? A, asta se descurcă, n-are nici pe dracu. Gorila? Ha! E, aici, practic, cam trebuie să nu mură. Ia să merg eu aici. O să folosesc toate astea, probabil. Toate astea de jet. Și să văd ce...
Old friend.
Oh yeah, now you can see.
I, Siegfried of the Knights of Katarina, have come to uphold my promise.
What the fuck? Siegfried will help me?
Let the sun shine upon this Lord of Cinder.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Siegfried will help me? HP. Ah, really? Where are you? Not sure if I should heal now. Yeah, I should heal now. No! Oh, come on. I jumped. And here I jumped. And that's it. Have fun there, in your health.
Acknowledge any gods. Start praying now.
What? Stai, ce să nu contrazici? Că nu m-am prins. Că seamănă cu un Slither? Ah, ok. Stai, ce treabă are? Dar ce treabă are contextul? Stai că nu mă prind. Ah! Am prins. Oh shit. I was scared, okay? Sorry about that, Estus. Au zis ei că astea două sunt failuri sau stai? Că-s confuz. Păi, Assassin's Creed 1 era ceva în genul... Mergi, te vezi cu unul, te pune să omori pe altul și cam aia a fost, adică n-a fost nimic interesant în ăla. Mie mi-a plăcut foarte mult la vremea aia că era ceva nou, adică zi tu, la... Deci având în vedere că l-ai terminat de 4 ori, să înțeleg că ai ajuns să... nu, am făcut doar finalurile care mi-au plăcut. În Wild Hunt îmi place finalul în care Ciri devine Witcher. Am făcut și final. We're tired, don't overwork yourself. No, I want to beat this boss. It was perfect. He wants to do it tonight. Yes, I will do it tonight. I won't give up. Even if it takes 5 more hours. Let him rage quit. Okay, let's do this. Come on. Come on, big boy.
Greetings and welcome to my channel. I am Werhenwolf and I will be your host. Here you'll be able to see how we delve into various video games, especially story-driven ones. Also, from time to time I will make special streams with cosplay crafting and showcases, where we will delve into the process of creating costumes and props, and where I'll also show you what finished projects I have already. Web programming tutorials and demos, which might help you understand how to start using a programming language and create your very own web application. And other kinds of streams to be announced as well. See you next time. Thank you for watching. I'll post a new video each Wednesday. Also, I'm streaming on Tuesday and Thursday at twitch.tv/Werhenwolf from 7 PM East European Standard Time. So if you want to see more content, make sure to check that out as well. Stay safe out there. Wolf out. Greetings everyone and welcome. Today I will tell you the story of Fallout 1, which is the first game of one of the best post-apocalyptic video game franchises ever. Fallout, a post-nuclear role-playing game, or Fallout for short, is a role-playing game developed by Interplay Entertainment and its division Dragonplay, later called Black Isle Studios. The game was self-published on September 30, 1997. The three main characteristics of the game are a post-apocalyptic environment and story, tactical gameplay, and last but not least, the role-playing interaction. Now that we have an overview of the game, let's go deeper. The gameplay, and more specifically the combat of the game, is turn-based, which means we must be very wise with the approach we take and make use of any tactics that we can to win the fights against the dangers of the wasteland. Our character can be anything we want, from a charismatic rogue to a deadly sniper to a brute who's more brawn than brains, all based on the attributes we pick during character creation. Sounds good? That's barely scratching the surface. Imagination is the limit. Fallout uses a character creation system called Special. Special is an acronym of Strength, Perception, Endurance, Charisma, Intelligence, Agility, and Luck. These are the 7 primary attributes of every character in the game. They are used to determine the skills and perks of the given character. There are 18 different skills in the game, and those are ranked from 0% to 200%. Every time the player gains a new level, they will be awarded skill points to be used to improve their skills with, equal to 5 points plus twice your intelligence. The player may choose to tag 3 of the 18 skills. A tag skill will improve at twice the normal rate. Now let's get a bit into the skills. There are 6 combat skills, and those are small guns, big guns, energy weapons, unarmed, melee weapons, and throwing. There are also 8 active skills, which are first aid, doctor, sneak, lockpick, steal, traps, science, and repair. Also, the last but not the least important are the 4 passive skills, which are speech, barter, gambling, and outdoorsman. I won't get into detail about skills since the names are quite self-explanatory. I will let you discover what each one of those does, but if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me in the comments below. Leveling up isn't the only way to raise your skill levels. Books found throughout the game could provide a permanent boost to certain skills. However, after you reach a certain level, this will no longer be effective. That is when skill trainers come into play. How high skills can be developed is also related to the intelligence attribute of our character. For example, a character with a low intelligence won't be able to increase their science skill as high as a character with high intelligence. Some skills can also be improved while having certain items equipped. For example, equipping lockpicks would improve lockpicking skills. Chems can also temporarily boost the player's character skills. However, they often have adverse effects such as addiction and withdrawal. As skills grow high in rating, they begin to cost more skill points to increase. Besides the skills that I mentioned before, there are also traits. Traits modify different aspects of gameplay, including but not limited to primary attributes, skills, and derived statistics. I mentioned the first already, so let's talk a bit about the derived statistics. The derived statistics are attributes that are directly based on a primary statistic but may also be altered independently. For example, by perks and traits. For example, the carry weight derived statistic is directly based on strength, but can be lowered by the small frame trait or increased by the strong back perk. So there are a lot of possibilities, and as I said before, imagination is our only limit in this game when it comes to character building. Traits always have both positive and negative results depending on the choices. For example, with the good nature trait, you gain a plus 15% bonus to first aid, doctor, speech, and barter skills, but you will also get a minus 10% modifier to the starting combat skills, which are a lot. Small guns, big guns, energy weapons, unarmed, melee weapons, and throwing. This is only a one-time bonus though. On the other hand, we also have perks. In Fallout 1, perks are acquired every 3 levels, and some of them have multiple ranks with stacking benefits. It is possible to obtain perks that the player character doesn't qualify for by the use of chems. At character creation, the player may choose 2 different traits and perks for their character. Traits are special character backgrounds. Most traits have profound effects on gameplay. Once a trait is chosen, it is impossible to change except through the mutate perk that lets them change one trait one time. Now that we know the basics of the gameplay mechanics, I can also tell you about the turn-based system. The combat is based on action points, and those determine how many times we can move, fire weapons, reload, fetch equipment from our backpack, and so on. Those points are closely related to agility. If we have a high level of agility, we will have plenty of action points to use in battle. The game is set in a post-apocalyptic world, following the Great War, a nuclear war that occurred on October 23, year 2077. The war lasted less than 2 hours but caused immense damage and destruction. Before the Great War came to the Resource Wars, during which the United Nations had disbanded, a plague rendered the United States paranoid and Canada was annexed. Long story short, the Great War results were devastating on both sides as they employed both biological and chemical weapons that ultimately destroyed most of the world. Before the war, among many other details, the most important one is the vaults. The vaults were created by Vaultec Corporation, that was a pre-war defense corporation that won the federal government contracts to design and implement a network of bunkers known as vaults. These bunkers were designed to protect the population of the United States in case of nuclear holocaust. The vaults and their inhabitants play a critical role in the story of Vault, as most survivors of the Great War are vault dwellers themselves. And our protagonist is no exception, and I will tell you more about it very soon. The present year is 2161, 84 years after the Great War. We found ourselves in the protagonist's home, Vault 13, which happens to be in Southern California. In our travels, we'll encounter several factions and groups, over 20 of them in fact, so I'll just tell you about the most important and interesting ones. The Brotherhood of Steel, which is a post-war Taino religious organization with chapters operating across the rings of America. The group has its roots in the United States Armed Force, founded by a United States Army security team stationed at Mariposa military base before the Great War. Followers of the Apocalypse, which are a humanitarian organization based in New California. Their ideals are focused on providing services to those in need, namely medical care and agricultural development. The Unity, which is the military and political organization created by the Master to push his agenda. The Master desires to forcefully evolve humans into a single, perfect race, removing the inequalities that are the cause of strife among humans. To this end, he used the Forced Evolutionary Virus FEV on humans to transform them into what we now know as super mutants or other mutated creatures that we'll encounter in-game. The Unity is supported by another faction called the Children of the Cathedral, which is a religious branch of the unit. Besides those, there are various trader companies, raider groups, and the mercenary units that we'll encounter in-game. Each one has a specific history, and the amazing part of this game is that we will learn a lot about those groups of people for the upcoming games in the franchise as well, where they will either appear again or be mentioned by other people. Besides Vault 13, there are various other locations that we will explore through the post-nuclear lands of Southern California. Imagine that we can explore other vaults like Vault 15 or the big post-nuclear desert, which will lead us to the towns of Shady Sands, Junktown, and not only those. We will also be able to travel to the main training city, the hub, and other peculiar places like the Cathedral, the Glow, Mariposa military base, and many others. Now that we've taken a glance of the world of Fallout 1, let's get to our protagonist's path, the Vault Dweller. The Vault Dweller was one of the hundreds of inhabitants of Vault 13, and their journey began when the water purification chip that the Vault relied on to create fresh water broke down. Without spare parts or the possibility of repairing the chip, the Overseer of the Vault, Overseer Jack Run, gathered everyone, and by pure chance the Vault Dweller drew the short straw, and he was sent out to find a replacement chip. The Dweller leaves the Vault on the 5th of December 2161. With no tools except for the Pip-Boy 2000, which keeps track of map making, quest objectives, and various bookkeeping aspects, and the Vault suit that barely offers any protection, the Vault Dweller had to explore to get out of the vault through a very dangerous cave system just to find out that the world is a total desert-like ruin. The Vault Dweller will meet many enemies in their path, from mutated rats to dangerous raiders or even gigantic super mutants. But that doesn't stop him from reaching his goal, the water chip. Depending on how we explore the areas in game, we can either find the small settlement of Shady Sands or even Vault 15 or the Raiders camp. The important place is Shady Sands, where we will meet some possible allies that will help us in the quest of finding the functional water chip. Throughout the game, we are also stressed by a time limit. If we don't find the chip within 500 days, we will get a bad ending. Throughout the Vault Dweller's adventure, we will meet all sorts of people, from honest merchants and traders who want to make a living out of bartering, to raiders who only want to loot and plunder, to members of the hub's criminal enterprise, the Underground. and many others. We will also meet the Brotherhood of Steel Paladins in the Lost Hills, and if we choose to help them, we have to go to the very dangerous and radioactive area named the Glow to fulfill a quest for them. The followers of the Apocalypse can be met as well in our adventure, and we can choose to help them with their chores, and they'll help us against the Cathedral if we ally ourselves with them. There are also the indoctrinated people in the Cathedral who aid the Master in his sinister plans, and the ghouls in the Necropolis who might help us or not, depending on our choices. We can choose to ally ourselves with almost anyone, or just aid them for our own purpose and then betray them. The choice is only ours. The game ending reflects our choices throughout the story, so based on that, we'll get a different cutscene. The making of this video was very pleasant and also a bit painful because I really wanted to share as many details as I could, but the Fallout universe is very big and complex and I couldn't mention everything. But if you want to learn more, I recommend that you check out the fandom page of Fallout. It is very well documented and has all the information that you need. Also, if you want a fast answer, I will answer any question in the comment section, so don't be shy and ask me anything if you want to know more. Thank you for watching. I will post a new video each Wednesday. Also, I'm streaming on Tuesday and Thursday at twitch.tv/morehandwolf from 7 PM East European Standard Time. So if you want to see more content, make sure to check that out as well. Stay safe out there. Wolf out.
Glasses.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh man, I'm so jealous. Okay, let's...
Demi emotes, please. What the fuck am I doing?
That's what I'm...
I'll do it. Do you have any last words?
YOLO!
Too late.
The normal attack. This is the shit.
This is a secret boss, more or less. No! Voices like that. Okay, let's level up. I will... Why did I switch scenes? Oh fuck. Oh.
Not bad, not bad. Now you.
Bruh. I'll make use of that. I'm...
Up in the sky, look! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman!
Voy a la playa, ya subió la marea.
It's time to stop!
Yes! I... Did you see that? Enough. Oh no 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 no. Oh, this one has a lot of... I think I can get one of those. Yeah. Look at... Did you see his head? it...
Hey. What can you tell me about this area?
These are the barracks. Where do you want to go?
Have you ever tried shroom tobacco?
Sounds interesting. Give it here. All right, here we go. Have you ever smoked that stuff yourself?
Well...
Which requires both dexterity and strength.
Have you or haven't you?
I've been sort of busy.
Oh, shit. Holy robar. That stuff is way too harsh. Don't even try it.
Holy robar. Oh my god. Okay. What the what the hell was that dodge? Did you see that?
Lock the door, don't open it for anyone but the police.
No! No! He wasn't ready! He wasn't ready!
I'll kill him, trust me.
Hello there.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, boy.
Come on, do your... So he drinks a potion and then he does some... What the hell, dude?
Yeah, that's how the game is. I think this is my hut.
Hey, you!
Never mind.
Disappear from...
Oh well. Demon of Song. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
I'm a little busy at the moment.
Yes. Zigzag now. Come on. Strategies. Fuck. Swift Rage. Perfect.
Accepting my death. What the? Straight to the nether realm. I guess the El Hiver it's a lot different than the normal quest. Hey, what's power? Okay, Golem.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine. And you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Oops.
If I needed medical advice, I'd have called for a healer. And you look like none such, not even a quack.
And if you wanted a Witcher to help you, you should have thought twice about being rude.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
That is the best saddle in the game, yeah. Good. Let's do this. Yep, no Estus because I used them like an idiot. That wasn't a good start.
I wanna use more emotes, by the way. I wanna create more emotes, but oh, interesting. Don't get me wrong, I don't have anything with Americans, but some of their terms are not.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
I have reactions in
I had to do was to go back where I killed the Hydra and search for
Now that's a lot of damage!
one shot. Where are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? Oh, we meet up with one of those.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Oh my god. No. Yeah, he's fast as hell, man. Oh no.
The master wants your head. No one can save
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
you now.
And the game crashed. Access violation.
Tough guy. You.
Aw, come on, shut up. Who are you, anyway?
Okay, just try it.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Greetings everyone and welcome. Today I will tell you the story of Star Wars 1, one of my all-time favorite games. The first Star Wars game was released on 18 November 2005 by Xbox Software and 1C Entertainment. If you're interested in tactical role-playing games that are heavily focused on sci-fi and space immersion, this might be the game for you. Disclaimer, this video might contain minor and even major spoilers as well. Let's get into the story. This is just a glance of the lore, just so you get an idea of what the game is about, how the gameplay looks like, and most important of all, if you would be interested in trying it after you see this video. The action of Star Wars 1 takes place in a distant future, more exactly in the 22nd century AD, where humanity has built an intergalactic empire and civilization with the help of technically advanced spaceships and portals that make traveling between galaxy systems way easier and faster than in the past. The expansion process in the 22nd century caused giant corporations to take control over all aspects of human life in the open galaxy space. This fact led to the breakup of democracy. The ex-rulers, to re-establish their power, the political system had to return to monarchism. Space expansion raised borders of past civilizations, and now, after lots of local clashes, the Empire rules humanity. And this is the one of the biggest faction in the expanded space civilization of mankind. Leaving politics aside, let's talk about other aspects of the world in this universe. The economics of the Empire is under the total control of three giant corporations, which are the USS, Inoko, and Triad. These groups have nearly 99% control of all production facilities, and each one has its specialization where it's most powerful. The USS is based on mass production, huge plants, plentiful mining, and refinery stations. They have first generation and second generation fighters. The Inoko have their focus on high technology, including the latest and most advanced scientific researches, as well for practical technologies which include weapons, craft systems, and the technologically advanced spaceships they produce, which only they have access to, and well, the black market, but I will tell you more about that a bit later. Also, their bodyguards usually use second and third generation fighters, which are really strong. The Triads are implicated in the shady business, smuggling, and corrupted political systems. They're not very expanded like the other two, but this one has the same strength in another manner. They don't focus on technology or refineries, but on corrupting influence and illegalities. They usually use third generation, second generation, and sometimes even third generation fighters. So, long story short, humans have divided into multiple factions. The biggest one is the Empire, which was created initially by the Emperor, and the other ones are the three big corporations I mentioned before. There are other minor factions besides the one I mentioned before, and those are the pirates. Those are the most common criminals, smugglers, and old-time thugs, which want to gain money and power through brute force and shady businesses. They mostly use third-generation fighters. Some of them have second-generation fighters as well, but with not so advanced weaponry. The patrol. This is more or less the space police, which supports the Imperial Navy to ensure that the Empire is well protected by criminals and other dangers. They don't have high-end ships sadly, they use first-generation and second-generation fighters. The Navy. Those are the Imperial Navy, which is the main military power that sustains the Empire's peace and order. They use second-generation and third-generation ships, but some of them are still not strong enough like the ones Inoko have up their sleeve. The Berserks. Now here it gets interesting. The Inoko try to create a very advanced AI, and they managed to do that. After a while, one day, the AI started having their own thoughts and ideas about humanity, and those ideas weren't very nice. This artificial intelligence saw humans as enslavers, and that every living human should be destroyed, so all technology can be free from their grasp. So that's how the Berserks came to live. They're a faction which consists in AI which went berserk against humanity and uses all technology it can hack to destroy and obliterate every human in the galaxy. The Berserks have very fragile ships, but when you fight them, it's usually not one, not two, but at least a dozen of them. And they have nothing to lose, so the ones fighting this enemy must be very careful. The ships that they use can't enter a specific category, but I think that their ships cover all three generation ships of the humans. The Aliens. We don't know much about them, at least in this game. In the next games, we have the pleasure to see more about them. For now, all we know is that they're very aggressive against any living human, and that they're way more advanced technologically than any human civilization. Their spaceships are very strong and have specific strengths, like very strong shields and ultra-fast laser blasters for their spaceships. The Precursors, which are a very old race of alien humanoids who used to roam the galaxies where humans now establish their civilization. Not many things are known about them sadly, but they are also way more advanced technological than anything a human ever created before. They have very powerful and resistant ships and one of the most important weapons, which is the spaceship called the Starhammer, which can destroy whole galaxies. Getting back to the main world lore, none of the corporations can achieve dominance because of its business competition. Meanwhile, monopolization leads to the constant obstacle to the living standard. And even more, the political crisis caused by the confrontation of political and economic powers threatens to turn into a gigantic civil war. Do you remember that I've mentioned the black market? Well, this organization is all about smuggled expensive merchandise, from spaceships to weapons of all kinds. Only a few people have access to this market, and one of them is Ace, and another important mention is the Red Corsair, which I will describe in more detail in a few seconds. This is the world the action in Star Wars happens, to get an idea of how the environment looks like and what to expect from it. Now that we've finished with the world presentation, let's get to our hero story. The story begins when the protagonist is in the process of transporting an unknown cargo to the station Coriolis, in the Proserpine system, which happens to be in the Phoenix sector on the date of 21st of January, year 2226. The game doesn't give us many details about this, but all we see from the opening cutscene is that he's attacked by space pirates that are led by the Red Corsair, which is one of the most dangerous pirate captains that the world has ever known. Sadly, our hero's transport ship is destroyed by a homing missile sent by the pirate captain, and he was able to survive with an escape pod. Eventually, our hero